Okay.
So, huge welcome to this Wealth Shift, very short presentation. You have probably been in our launch, you've probably seen some videos before, but for those of you who just want a short recap of what this is about, how we work, and your next steps, then this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to do a presentation and then we're going to have some Q&A in the end because I know some of you I recognize some of you. You have been looking for a while, and we have these amazing gifts for you when you take the steps before tomorrow, before the end of the year. So make sure that you stay to the end and that you also have your questions ready if you need that. Just a minute, I'll need to just plug in the computer. Sorry for that. There we go. All right. So, mhm. Let me just see, where is it? I just need to share my presentation, guys. Be patient. There we are. Just a minute, I'll just make sure it's the right one. Yeah, should be the right one. All right, so today we're just going to have a short recap and intro. For those that don't know me, I'm Maneka Helleberg. I've been working with this for almost 7 years now. I'm a teacher by profession. My passion was, of course, kids, and I was spending time with other people's kids, and I missed out the life with my own kids. So I was looking for something else, and when I came across this, it completely shifted our reality and my life. And now it took me 1 year to be able to quit my teacher's job, and then since then I've been working with this amazing community. We call it a community because we collaborate. It's a way of working and also making a living where we collaborate and we work with providing the best water and EMF protection and toxin-free lives to other people. So today I'm going to share with you the 5 steps that I have taken, that I have been taught by my mentors to create what I call a sovereign free life. A sovereign meaning that we can stand on our own legs. We're not dependent on a 9 to 5. We're not depending on anyone else. We're creating our own wealth and we're creating our own health. And that itself gives us freedom. Of course, if we don't have health or food on the table, being able to choose what we want to do in the world or where we want to be, we don't have as much freedom, right? So the first point is to align with a proven product and a company that you believe in. The second is to work with a high ticket offer. You want to make sure that the time you spend is highly rewarded, that you're rewarded back. We work with a community full of inspiration and support, so you're never alone in this. We also work with duplication through education. We want to support as many other people to also succeed, and that creates your own success. And we're creating time freedom through automation. There's so many amazing tools and online tools and ways of working where we don't need to be hands-on all the time. We can actually have systems and automations and educations that frees up our time. So the first step to align with a proven product and a company that you believe in. The company that we have chosen to align with is called Enagic. And we have chosen Enagic because you want to look at the track record. This company has a over 50-year-old track record. They have the highest certifications in the world, and they work with water ionization. And not just that, it's also about protecting your family and your home from toxins, from radiation. So we know that this is a stable company with amazing values that we really enjoy working with. And they've also, over these years, they've built up offices all around the world that serve us as independent distributors. So we're not employed by Enagic. Our own we run our own businesses, but we are affiliates to Enagic. We are independent distributors, is what we call ourselves. And why do we then believe in Enagic? There's so much out there, right? You can choose so many different things. Like there's drop shipping and there's crypto and there's all these kind of things you can do. But to really give value to people and to be valuable long term also is that you need to solve people's problems. You actually need to give people something that actually gives the most value you could offer them. And Enagic solves some of the most pressing problems in our world, such as toxins and chemicals in our water sources, EMF pollution, also loneliness and lack of meaning. A lot of people, they just go to their work, they might go out in the weekends, they go for a vacation a couple of weeks per year, and a lot of people, just like I was waking up to all those years ago, feel like, is this it? Like, isn't there more? Isn't there? You want to make a positive impact. You want to have community. You want to be able to say that I did something meaningful with my life. And that is a huge part of thriving, of creating a beautiful life for you and your family. And there's also a lot of financial stress and pressure out there. A lot of divorces there are because of financial struggles or conflicts, or people even go into huge stress and pressure around finances is one of the main factors to that stresses people out there. And we also work with solving that problem, giving people the opportunity to maybe first get an income on the side, and then in the long term, actually be able to have this as your main source of income. So, in the end, you actually work with making a huge positive impact in people's lives, which for me, and I think a lot of other people, is very important. So the water solution that is the main product, the main core of Enagic, of what we stand for, of what we do, is called the Kangen machine, Kangen water. And this is a medical grade ionizing technique certified in Japan. It actually started out by scientists analyzing some of the most powerful healing springs in the world and making technology that would mimic these powerful healing springs. And they created this technology because water is fundamental. It's nothing that's going to go away. So everyone drinks water, everyone needs good water. And the awareness of not just having clean water, but also healthy water that hydrates you, that makes you more alkalized, that removes the toxins, and also is full of antioxidants, is something that more and more people are becoming aware of. So this technology is something you can put in your kitchen. You put it on the tap and it converts ordinary tap water into 5 different kinds of water with 7 different pH levels. And during the years, Enagic has gotten the highest certifications out there. One of them is the medical grade certificate for the water in Japan, which is something very hard to get. It takes a lot of research, a lot of years to get that kind of certification. And this technique purifies the tap water, ionizes and structures the water, makes the water alkalized, not alkaline. This is important. It's a lot of confusion there sometimes. Some people say that, oh, I can just put some baking soda in water and that will do it. Uh-uh. That is a completely different chemistry, says the, science teacher here, but I won't go too deep into these things. If you want to deep dive, we have lots of videos to send you and lots more to share. But being alkalized, it's very important for our health.
Correct.
And it also makes the water full of molecular hydrogen, which is one of the most powerful antioxidants that you can find in the world. So, what then happens in the body when you drink Kangen water? So, the number one thing that happens is that you get increased hydration. There's research that you get 6 times more hydrated by Kangen water. And this is because of the structure of the water. The negative charge actually makes the water more separated, the water molecules, so that it actually goes into the cells 6 times better. So with this water, it doesn't just run through the body, it actually goes deep into your cells and into your body so that the water can do what it's supposed to do. And it also has antioxidant properties, just like raw food or vegetables. When your mother told you, eat your vegetables, eat the carrots, and you have to, be healthy. That is the same power that the Kangen water has. It has antioxidant properties. Actually, 1 glass of Kangen water equals 1.5 liters of blueberries in antioxidant properties. And of course, all of this makes the cellular function increase, such as the mitochondria in the body, in the cells, that is the engine of the cells, actually starts to work better. And you're constantly also detoxifying through this water. So, because the negative charge by the molecular hydrogen actually couples up with toxins, with acidity, with the things that you don't want in your cells. You don't want that in your body. So, when you're constantly drinking this water, this is your body is purified on a very deep level. So, it's both very pure water, but it's also adding these health benefits to your life. So, like I said, this is a short recap. There's more if you want. Now we're diving into the EMF protection with the M guard. So, EMF stands for electromagnetic frequencies. This is the radiation around us coming from the 5G towers, from electric devices, from even if when you sit in a car, any kind of car, there's a lot of EMF, and you can't see it, right? So some people are like, oh, you're just imagining. But no, you can actually measure it very clearly with a meter. So you can see, where inside of the cities, the radiation levels are very high, sometimes much higher than actually a lot of researchers recommend. And it's an increasing problem that I'm so proud of Enagic that they are taking care of this. So the EMF protection, the M guard, it's a small device that you see in the bottom here, and it creates almost like a bubble around you or your family with 4 meter radius and 8 meters in diameter. So within this, the harmful effects are lowered or actually gone. If you measure it with a meter, you can actually see it going down to zero. So it's very clear, it's very scientific that it protects you up to is it gigahertz? Yeah, I think so. 1 gigahertz of radiation, and that those levels, those are the ones that are the most harmful to the body. So there are different frequencies, that like different wavelengths, you could say, of EMF, and especially the lower frequencies are the ones that affect the physical organs the worst. So it's that frequency range where the EMF protection, the M guard, works. so that you're not affected by it. And you can bring it with you. I've had it on an airplane. I have it in my Tesla car. I have it, wherever I go. You can just put it in a power bank, and then you are protected. So, Enagic also has two other projects. So this, like I said, this is a short recap. You can go deeper into it in other presentations. We talked about the K8. There are other water ionizers as well with different ranges, but the K8, what is what we call it, it's the top of the line. It's the one that we recommend, and it's a way to for a very long time. I've had people give testimonies that they've had these kind of machines for 30 or more years. So this is a quality product that lasts for a very long time. And then it's the M-Guard. We talked about that, the powerful EMF protection. It's also researched, measurable, like anything Enagic does. And Enagic also has an Enespa. This is the shower unit that you can plug into your shower blender, and it will purify the shower water, and it will also add minerals and tufa stone, which is a stone that comes from the onsens, the Japanese hot springs, that will also give a healing benefit to your hair and your skin. And you want to make sure that you don't have water full of chemicals or chlorine, all of that on your skin, because the skin is actually the body's largest organ, and you will absorb chemicals through your skin if you don't purify it. So that is how the Anespa helps us with that as well. The last product is the Yukon. So the Yukon is a turmeric extract. It's a long tradition in Japan to use turmeric as a health tool. It's also made in a very special way by Enagic. It's not just like turmeric from the store. This is a very powerful turmeric extract that is patented and researched, and it also has anti-inflammatory properties, and it helps your body detox. So those are the main products, and this is what we call the quad. It's the full package for health and wealth, because we'll come into that very soon, like how we create also our own wealth with recommending these products to other people. But if you have the full health package, you also get the best start in your business so that you get the most return on your investment when you get started. So let's dive into the next step. So step two is to work with a high ticket offer. And what is high ticket actually? It's for those that know, like people that sell creams or shakes or this or that, and they get maybe $10 there or 20 or 100 euros the most, or oils or anything like that. Nothing wrong with that. It's great if it's great products. I really support anyone that wants to share something they believe in. But what Enagic has is a high ticket offer, meaning that you start out by getting commissions from 285 euros to actually being able to earn commissions up to 7,000 euros, which is a good income. And yeah, we'll dive into it. So it's actually very simple. There are no like automations you have to have. There is no other requirements at all. You don't have to have buy machines and then sell them, anything like that. So Enagic takes care of most things, the production, the shipping, the products, all of that. So you're kind of outsourcing the whole product development. It would take so much time for you to actually do all of that on your own, right? So the basis is very simple. You own one of the pieces of technology, one of the products. You can choose any one. It's a little different with the strategies around you. It's better you talk to the person that invited you to understand the full kind of benefits that you can receive. But basically, you own one of these and you tap into this high ticket affiliate business. And this is the basic Enagic patented 8-point model. And why it's patented is that it's very unique. So a lot of people that, come in contact with us, they say, "Oh, I've seen this before. It's like this pyramid scheme, or it's this network marketing thing where you have to work so much and never get anything." Or, you have ideas in your head what it is, but the meaning of patented is that it's unique. There is nothing like it, and it's very ethical. It's also certified by the Direct Selling Association, which means that it's only a couple of hundred companies in the world that has that certification. And to get that certification, it needs to be very ethical, very clear, and very well thought through compensation plan. And the 8-point model is basically based on 8 points of commission being paid out for every sale that is made, every product that is sold through. So I get a machine, I recommend it to someone else, and then I get a commission. And depending on how much I've worked with this or how many sales that I have done, also together with others that I start to collaborate with, the more points of commission I get. So on the top right, you see like a piece of cake, and it's 8 pieces in the cake. And you start out by getting one piece of the cake when you sell your first 2 machines. And this is just with the example of the K8. So every product has their own value for that piece of commission. But for the K8, the value is 285 euros. So the first 2 machines, you get one piece of commission, 285 euros. Then on your third sale, you rank up, or what do you say? Yeah, you move to the next level like a computer game. And there you earn 570 because now you're earning 2 points of commission. And over 10 sales, when you make your 11th sale, you earn 3 points of commission, which is 855. And important to say here is that you don't have to make all those sales. So when you introduce someone and they introduce someone else, their sales also count into this whole group sales is what we call it. So when you start to collaborate with others, it is a team effort where you actually benefit from supporting each other, which I feel is a very ethical way of working because we collaborate, we work in community, and we support each other to win, and then everyone wins. So after 20 sales, on your 21st sale, you get 4 pieces of commission, meaning 1,140 euros. After 50 sales, you get 1,425 euros, 5 pieces of commission. And over 100 sales, that is the first kind of what we call a leadership level. You've proven that you're here to stay. You're here for the long run. You understand what you're doing, and you're doing this as a professional. And then you receive 1,710 euros for each sale. And then remember that a lot of people also buy 3 products or 4 products. I've even had people buy 5 or 6 products. It's all either because they want the products or they want to start a business or both. So, with that said, it is a lot about finding the right people, not about finding a lot of people. Of course, the more the merrier, but you want to find dedicated leaders that can run with you, that understands the vision and that wants to spread the word about these amazing products and this amazing compensation plan together with you. And with the right strategy in the long-term plan, you can even receive all the 8 points of commission for every sale, meaning that you get 2,280 euros for just one machine sale. And like I said, people can buy three or four or more.
Mhm.
So, in the long run, it doesn't stop there. So, the amazing thing is that Enagic is built on you then supporting other people to step into leadership, to support others to duplicate, to create this ripple effect of freedom, sovereignty, wealth, and health. And the more other leaders that you support to become 6A, the more bonuses Enagic opens up for you. So it starts at 6A. Like I said, it's the first leadership level where you receive a one-time bonus of 2,550. When you then have supported two more people to reach 6A, or you build those accounts, you build that on your own. You can do that as well. Then you are 6A2 and you receive a bonus of 5,100 euros. And then it's like a tree. It branches off like one more level, one more level. That is when you come to the dashes, is when there is another level of 6As branching off your tree. And then you receive 10,200 euros. And the next level is very exciting because that's where the legacy comes in. Maybe you've heard us speak about that in our presentations, etc. So this is what legacy means. Legacy income is when you reach 682-3 and you receive a 20,400 euros one-time bonus, but then you start to receive 3,500 euros monthly for life and even more. Like this is, I haven't even mentioned a lot of other incentives and bonuses, etc., that are out there, like quarterly and monthly. And, for the volume, the more you support your team to succeed, you will receive even more than this. But the beautiful thing is that you are creating a long-term plan, a long-term income, where this is actually willable to your children for generations to come. So in Najik, they think long-term, they think generations. This is something that I'm starting to learn from the Japanese. And it also benefits those that never gives up, that think long term, that work long term, that plant their flag. And if you show that dedication and you show that heart and leadership to Enagic, they will reward you greatly. And like I said, doesn't stop there. It goes to -4, -5, -6, 7. You can go up to -8. And as you understand, I don't think you have to worry that much about the wealth and the finances when you come across that line. And at the same time, I want to make it super clear that this is no promise at all. Some people they make this happen, some don't. Even though they might try, they don't do it fully and they don't have the success. So basically, this is like you getting a franchise model, like Starbucks or McDonald's, even though I don't like them very much, but you know what I mean. So if you get a franchise, if you open up a shop, for instance, a bakery or whatever, you can't blame, it's not like you can blame someone else that it's not working. It's actually up to you. You get the franchise, you get the model, you can get the education and the support, all of it, but you need to make it work and you need to take the steps to make it happen. Um, Yes, so that was the compensation model. So step 3 is to tap into this beautiful community that is full of inspiration and support. And this is just some of the people in my mentors and my community that is living fully through Enagic. And they've already walked before me, like Andy and Christy down in the bottom, they're from Australia. We have Chanel, Tarek, Victor Maria, and many of them, they're my dear friends today. And they've some of them have already reached legacy and beyond, and they will actually personally mentor me and support me because my success is their success. So you get, live mentorships, weekly calls. You join groups and communities of thousands of people that are also dedicated to make this shift and live a life on their terms. So you have so many people to ask and to get support from and to get inspiration from on the way. And just on the way, you also make friends for life, and you will have a community of people that share these values of true health and true wealth and want to share it with the world with you. So, step four is duplication through education. So, when you then also introduce new people and you're like, well, I'm new to this, I don't know everything. You want to direct them somewhere. You're not supposed to know everything from the start. That is like when I started out, I said to people, well, I'm new to this. I don't know, like, I don't know it all, but go and have a look here. Like, go look at that webinar or, follow these education steps, and that will show you how this works. And we have a lot of education and a lot of support in our community when you get started, meaning that you own your own technology, your own machine or machines. You will sit down with your mentor, the person that invited you, and maybe their mentor as well. And we will look at making a strategy for you because you will choose how you want to work with this. Do you want to be seen online? A lot of us, we work on social media and we share our voice and our values, and people get attracted to what we do and they get curious and they join like launches like the wealth shift that we just had. Or you can choose to be completely anonymous and not be seen at all and just run social media ads on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram and even run someone else's ads that they've made for you. So there are very many ways of doing this. But when you join these platforms, education platforms that are online, you will be taken through step-by-step educations like videos, one by one, where it's very, very clear how you build your own online business. So basically, your job is to spread the word about this opportunity, either on social media ads or by building a personal brand. That is the most effective way we see. Of course, you can do it as long as you stick to the rules that are set by Enagic. You can do it in other ways as well, but these are the most successful ways to do it that we've seen. And the last step is to actually achieve time freedom. So for me as a teacher, I had money. My husband was in the transport industry. We had no time. So the value of actually having time to live, to be with your kids, to go for your passion projects. Like I'm actually in southern Sweden building this beautiful community here, like Eco Village and Health Center. And, then you can start to have fun, right? When you have your time. And how you get that is through automation, because of course you can come into this and then you can work really, really hard and you don't have any time here either and you earn really well, right? Or you can use these systems and platforms to work for you, and the people that are interested will come to you automatically. So basically, we have two main different online platforms and automation systems that we work with. One of them is Project Legacy, which works anonymously, where you send out advertisements to people and they see the ad, they jump onto your homepage, they see the education, and book a call with you. And the other way is the freedom era, where you learn to build a personal brand. If you love to speak and be seen and share your voice, like that's something that I actually do love. And I believe in freedom of speech. I believe that the more we share our stories, it's a very human thing to do, the more we actually benefit from each other. But you can choose, and then in those platforms, you have everything there for you. So you don't have to do the home pages or the presentations, or, even in the Freedom Era, they have a sales team. You don't even have to do the calls with people. And there's also, and in, in the Project Legacy, there's 24/7 support. Of course, you need to do some stuff. You need to educate yourself. You need to put the learning cap on. You need to like be on top of stuff, just like running any kind of business. But like in the Project Legacy, there's 24/7 support. So if you get stuck, there's someone there for you, like a professional support. And through then having this online business up and running, they can do the heavy lifting for you, and you can enjoy your time freedom. Also location freedom, because we have people in our community that move to Mexico or southern France or when traveling around the world, because they get the freedom to just have a laptop and sit wherever they want. And on the way, you get your health back, and on the way, you also get this beautiful support by our amazing community. So that is basically the recap. That's kind of like the short version. And then now, at this specific time, for those of you who've seen the wealth shift, we have something so amazing for you guys. Like we have gold for you. For those of you that join before the end of the year, like before tomorrow, I've been writing papers like uh, all these days, like helping people. But anyway, yeah, first, before we come to that, what we're offering, I want to remind people that there is also a price increase by Anagic's products happening in February 2026. So all of January, you still have the chance to join before the price increase. And the increases are up to 400 euros more for the K8. So the K8 today is 4,200, and it will be 4 4,600 after the increase. So it's quite a huge leap. So especially for those of you who have been around for a while, you've been looking for some time, I would jump in as soon as possible, but at least before the end of January to make the most out of this. And I really recommend joining before the end of the year, because then you also get started in January. You might even be able to have your first sales and bring in the first people before the price increase. That's usually like a huge time where a lot of people join into our community. So you don't want to miss that chance either to be in before the price increase. And the next offer that we have, and this is very rare, guys, like the team that we have put together here, they're legends. It's like top international speakers for you. So we do this once in a while, maybe once a year. We put together this massive mentorship for our team only. And the Wealth Shift Mentorship is a personal 11-day mentorship with the top leaders in our team. And it's from the 8th to the 18th of January. And it includes really diving into 2026 with setting your big vision. Because when you're clear where you're going, you can actually start to build the strategy to also make it happen. But of course, you need to believe in yourself. You need to take the steps. You need to be resourceful and kind of make it happen. And these people that are in here, it is 5A and above leaders, if you remember the different steps in the, so these are all top leaders in our team that have already made this work for them. So they know exactly what it's like with the ups and the downs, like any kind of business. So they will sit in the room with you and they will teach you exactly the steps that they've taken. And there's also $1 million mentors. We have Clint X. Morgan. Um, some of you know him very well because he's one of the top leaders in the world in our community. He is a $1 million mentor. Like he earns millions every month. And he is 6A to dash 5, I believe, going on dash 6. And he is a family man, but he is so heart-centered, so brilliant, really calling out, how usually the only one that stops us to create this is ourselves, right? So he's really calling that out and being very clear with the strategies that you need to have and the mindset, the millionaire mindset you need to be able to create the life that you actually dream for yourself. We also have Cameron George. So Cameron George, for those that don't know him, he is the one that connected Enagic. Like it was this old school Japanese company where people would knock doors and share water. There's nothing wrong with that either, but it just wasn't very effective. He met Balazs Cardos, who is also one leading the team that we're in, the international team we're in, and he told him like Balazs, you're working way too hard. Like, who would say that to someone, right? Who's an entrepreneur? Like, you need to make this much more simple. So, he's the original genius behind bringing Enagic online, and he's going to be there in a Zoom room with you. You can ask him directly the questions that you want. We also have Dabo, that is actually the founder of Project Legacy. He's worked with mindset, with automation, with systems for over 15 years. So these mentors are um, very, very valuable. I really want to say that. And they have already done both the practical shift to create health and wealth and also the mindset shift, because it is a lot about that, as you will hear in this mentorship. And you've met a lot of the other speakers. We also have Tariq Ikiumabi, who's actually my direct sponsor, mentor in this field. And he has turned his life completely around from being a broke, like coach and artist on Bali. He's now like traveling the world. He's become an international speaker. He's a TEDx speaker. He's coaching these international companies and high level names around the world around speaking and expressing your story and also helping top companies in the world with personal branding. So he's jumping on also. And we also have Vitaly, who is a 5A in our team, who is amazing in this self-leadership, sovereignty, taking fully charge of your life and your business. And I believe the others you might know from the Wealth Shift, but of course it's me, it's Claudia, who has an amazing story to tell, like starting from nothing, like the moving to Mexico, building a successful personal brand. We have Cecilia, who's been juggling like kids and being solo mother, and then really blooming into today. She's an author. She's just publishing her first children's book. She also started out as a teacher and now is fully living, with the time with their kids, etc. We have Marie Assason, who is a successful businesswoman from the start and now also thriving in this team. And then we have Maria Karlsson, who's actually the partner of my husband's brother, the first one that got started with us. And she's supporting especially women, but so many others to dive into the self-care and the mindset shift that you can have. So, guys, this is what we're gifting to our team. This would cost thousands in other circumstances, but this is what we have to offer you. So, like, just reach out to the person that invited you right now. You don't have much time, and just, get started, get it all set up. So, papers need to be in by the 31st of December to qualify for this mentorship. And this is just a question that I usually end with, that what life do you want to live in 10 years? Because a lot of the time, just like me, we're so caught up in putting out fires, in like just surviving, in just making things work, that we don't kind of lift our heads and look to the horizon and how can I actually create another path. And the truth is just we need to be real. Like nothing changes if you don't make a change. You're not going to get more freedom, more health to working more or stressing more. That's not the right way. Like what we have here is a different way of working together and working with already proven systems, already proven models, and already, people that have taken the steps that are directly mentoring you. So make sure you book a call with us. You jump on that call and you just be entirely honest with where you're at, and we're happy to support you to make a personal plan because there are payment plans, there are ways to make it work for you with any kind of budget. If you're like full in, I want the quad like I was, and like get me the best. Or if you're like, no, I'm on a low budget, I need to work this out, then we're happy to help you as well. So, guys, that was it. And happy to just open up the room for you guys. If there are any questions, if there are any thoughts, anything that you want to ask, then either write it in the chat or just unmute and share.
Yeah, there you go, Ruslan.
Peter, did you want to ask anything? Hi.
Yeah, hi. Hi. Yeah, I really want to go in, but yeah, there is we I'm almost there.
Yay.
Yeah, it
I
should
believe
be
in you. I believe in you.
it should be nice to come in and look what you can help me with.
Yes, let's talk. I'm happy to talk tomorrow if you want, like with Camilla, because you're coming
Yes.
through Camilla, right? So let's do it and look at different options.
Mm.
I know it feels like you're already a part of the community, honestly, because I know you've been at the events and you were like really, I've seen you around, so I'm sure we'll find a way. We'll find a way for
That's
you.
great. Just take time.
Yeah, let's talk tomorrow. Sounds
Mm.
perfect. Hmm. Anyone else? Any questions? Also, I see, I mean, there are people from the team here. If you have questions, feel free to ask away as well. All clear? Silence means it's actually something Balaz said. Like if people don't have any questions, you did a good job. Like you said it all. Hmm.
Great.
Okay. We have one more day, guys. Let's make it count. And then, of course, like, yeah, definitely like before the price increase, I think I've been speaking
Mm,
to a lot of people these days, and it's easy to like life happens and things happen, and then when these kind of events happen, then people jump on board. They don't want to miss that chance. So,
mm.
you have anything to add, John? Would love to hear. Like we have a 682-3, or is it no
So much. There's so much.
4-3?
There's so much I can say. Firstly, congratulations. It was a fantastic presentation.
Oh,
I loved
thank
every bit.
you.
I loved
Thank
the
you. I was
simplicity of it.
almost a bit nervous having you here. It's like,
No,
oh my
no, don't be
God,
too nervous.
someone 16
But,
years in the business.
but for me, there's a couple of things actually. The SD501 is still going to be in stock, and they have, I think, 10 months supply of them. So
Mm,
we're going into 2006 with the four-plated machine, which we never really sold much of, and the SD501 range is there, and then the DX and the because I have some customers signing up uh, for the SD501s.
yeah, I think they don't know already, all in the team. Please tell them because they're not going to produce the SD 501s.
Yeah, but they have enough
Yeah.
production to keep us going in Europe for 10 months, I think.
Okay, so if you want those machines, it's time to get them now,
Yeah,
basically,
it's
because
still,
the DX is taking over, right?
yeah, the ZX is there,
Mm.
which is
It's
going
the
to be
new
good.
SD 501. Yeah, that's an important point.
Yeah. And then for everybody else, I suppose, I think 2006 is going to be a phenomenal year, especially for us because we are merging from offline to online, but we are still working on, you know, on the with the online customer because I have said something and it resonates with me all the time. Whoever comes on board, whether they're online or offline, the work starts when they make a decision. Our role in this is to give them the information. We don't actually manufacture anything at all. What we are employed to do is do the simple bit, and that is, share the benefits of the product range with other people and give them the information they need to make a decision for themselves. And that's something. That's how we built the business offline. Like I built this a Dash 3 business without doing a single sale online. So our focus when we did a presentation like tonight, it was always geared to the new people, and that was when we did our monthly meetings before COVID. We did; they were fixed, but things have changed for the offline community since COVID, and that is why now we're looking at the online. But we want to still retain the offline and the offline way of doing business, where we take part in exhibitions, we take part in our monthly live events, and they're focused to new people. Because, like, I think um, I'm looking forward to 2026. I hope it lasts longer than 2025. 25 for me just was a flash. It was it went so fast. It was unreal. But I'm looking forward to 2026. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in Seville. If some of you are coming down, I know I've booked to go. I've only realised it's nearly as far below Madrid. I thought Seville was in around Madrid somewhere, but I looked at the map earlier today and realised I have to drive for another, I think, 200 and some odd kilometres. So I'm driving down.
Let us know what's happening in Seville.
Seville is the guys. Torek should be there. I think it's Nate Wells and his crew.
The Waves of Impact group.
Waves of Impact.
And
Seville is
Ryan. Yeah,
the
Ryan.
20. I think there's some tickets. I don't know where there is, but I booked my tickets about a few
Oh,
months ago.
okay, great.
For the
Yes, that's where
20.
we met the first time in,
That's where we met the first
yeah.
time. So back to the beginning again.
Exactly.
So yeah, like I'm just now really setting. I've bought my 2026 diary. And what we do on the offline business, I don't know where you do it on the online space or not, but it's all about follow up. So I'm cleaning out the 2024 and 25 diary, and anybody that I spoke to that were maybe thinking of this, we carry them forward into 2026. So we
Mm,
never give up on anybody until they tell us no, they're not interested. And really, when you show this product, and like you did tonight, the logic of having a suite of products, and that's what I we have now got 5 products, which are aligned with the elements that we can't live without on this planet: water, air, which we'll hopefully have by the end of the year.
Mm.
The supplements that we have, like that Yukon product. There's one particular guy that I would tell everybody online this evening to go and visit. Arthur Johnson. He was a twin. The Johnson twins were there when they've been with the Magic since 2003,
Wow.
since they
Mm.
went into America. Arthur Johnson has a video on YouTube, and
Mm.
it's the best explanation of the power and the difference between our Yukon and everybody else's on the world. And it's
Mm.
on YouTube.
Mm.
If I find the link, because I had to search it for somebody, I'll
Mm.
send you a link and maybe you can put it up on your.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you. That's amazing. And yeah, like you say, we have to remember these amazing, the range of the products, what
yeah,
they do.
yeah.
And more is to come, like as I understand it. It's really, expanding. They have the
Yeah, well, they do the way you beef. I don't see us getting the beef. I don't see us getting the rice. But if you've ever been out, everybody online should make it a goal to get to Okinawa ASAP.
hmm
That is a life-changing trip. When you
mm,
see kettle being reared like a hotel, you can't find any. There's no normal muck or they're they're tended for like living in a hotel. They're treated so well. But when you see
mm,
the difference in the rice, and when you go and visit the farms and you visit the what impact we're making by the way we trade, and
mm. So
you
guys, 21st of June, we're all going to Japan. Okay.
are you brilliant.
Yeah.
That you listen that
We're just deciding that now.
I'm telling
That's
you,
the global
that is
convention in
amazing.
Okinawa.
I'm hoping, well, if you're going, my wife's birthday's on the 18th, so we'll maybe make a trip out of that one. But
Oh, that's nice.
I want to go and see my tree.
Oh, yes. You haven't seen it yet, have
I
you?
haven't seen the
So
tree,
guys, when you
and I
when you
need to
become
go to get a photograph of me, standing or sitting beside the tree, and
Mm.
that'll be a sort of a very emotional day because of all, it's taken
Oh, you've
13 or
gone through
14
a
years.
lot. Mm, mm.
Like,
So, guys, for those that don't know, when you become Dash 3, Enagic plants a tree for you in
yes,
Okinawa. So you can go there and actually look at it.
yeah,
So you will
yeah,
be a part of the Enagic garden.
yeah, but what it's not so much the money. Although it's nice to have something, but it's a daily blessing that we have the ability to impact on people's lives
Mm,
from every
mm,
angle. That is, for me, why at my age I should be retired years ago. And I was blessed with being introduced to Enagic when in my 50s. So, if I hadn't been introduced to Enagic, I probably would be like all my friends, all my schoolmates who are, if they don't have plastic hips, they have plastic knees, or they're
mm,
weakening the plastic hips or plastic knees, and they're all on medication of some kind. I'm very proud to say I'm on no medication at all. So, that in itself is life changing. This does impact on people's lives. So you can't stop doing this. So what you want, you just keep on doing it and keep on asking the question. And it's very simple. Do you have an ionizer yet? That's
mm.
simple. And then from there, build a relationship
Yeah. Oh, I
and you're
love
doing a
that.
great job.
It's like implying that, of course, you should have one. Like,
Yeah.
don't you have one yet?
Tell me you don't know. Tell me you don't know. But
Oh,
it is fantastic. Well, here,
thank you so much, John, for sharing, for like giving value to
yeah,
some
yeah.
of these people
Thanks
here
for
today.
having
They've
me.
been around for a while, some are new in the community, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
well, just
valuable.
don't, always, every day, do 5 minutes research, watch a video, read a book, PubMed is the best source of doing your research. PubMed is the only place to do most of the research on ionization was done on Russia. But I'll leave you with the history of ionization. And if you want to maybe record this,
Yeah,
it
we're
was started
recording. We're
in
recording. It's very valuable.
1854. Sir Charles Watts, who was the first person in the world to work with water and electricity. And he indeed invented the dynamo. And the dynamo is part of every car, every vehicle that travels on our roads on the planet. Before the research was done, the technology was on the first hospital ship that left Liverpool in 1916. And it was then during the Cold War, the Russians did most of the preliminary research. And it was taken to Japan after the atomic bomb in 45 to remove radiation from the soil, which it effectively does. We remove the radiation from our produce daily
Mm.
because we don't eat food anymore. We eat designer food. It comes from all corners of the earth, and we can get a strawberry 365 days a year. And it was then realized it wasn't detrimental to people's health in the early 50s by the medical community in Japan. And it took them the most of the 50s. 16th of January 1958, the first commercial ionizer was installed in a hospital in Japan. In 1965, the Japanese endorsed the technology as an enhancement to health. Today, it's used by the largest association of doctors' surgeons, which is over 7,000 members, and over 300 of the top hospitals have the technology in every ward in the hospital. And it's used by the largest association of doctors' surgeons as a precursor to medication. Thus, 10% of less than 10% of Japan's GDP is spent on medication. Most of us within Europe live in environments like I'm living in Ireland. The last statistics that we have show that nearly 40% of our GDP is spent on medication. We medicate the symptom. In Japan, the preventative health policy was adopted in 1954, and that resulted in it's the best place to live. They don't have our modalities, they don't have our cancers or heart disease or high cholesterol or blood pressure issues. So, the logic and the blessing that I've got from being introduced to this and then learning and be fit to share that with other people, it's been amazing, amazing. So, I've met Mr. Oshiro maybe 6 times, the boss man himself. He'll be, I think, 85 on St. Patrick's Day. And he never mentions money. He just mentions, congratulations was on getting to 6A. And then after that was, how are you using my technology to change the lives of others? And then how are you using the technology to change lives in your community, in your country? The first unit in society we impact on is the family. We build that relationship to get to know that family's inner circle, which leads us to the community, which leads us to the country, which leads us to what we're involved in tonight, the world. That's your job. Make a difference in a family's life tomorrow.
Oh, guys, give John an applaud.
Guys, I hope to meet you on the journey somewhere along the line. So it's been my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Meet you in Japan by the tree, John.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll
Yeah,
talk
and
later.
I'll be there soon as well.
Yes, lovely.
But
Okay.
guys, thank you so much for joining tonight. Thank you, John. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
thank
See
you.
you in 2026 and see you in the wealth mentorship. Would love to, those of you who are in the team. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Christoph. Bye, Camille.